Hello, and welcome to M3 Live. My name is Malcolm Travers. Male Media Mind is a grassroots organization dedicated to uplifting and unifying our community through dialogue, insight, creativity, and knowledge. And each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I invite my friends to help me break down topics around relationships, communication, community, dating stories. I got a few who's the asshole type thing, and just really bullshit testing the advice that people give online because we all have our prior biases and we like to believe the things that we think are true. So, bring them here and we talk about it. And as we discuss, we'd like to get your input as well. Share some of your experiences if they are applicable or not. Hell, just bring up something. We like talking about your shit. All right. So today I have the illustrious host of the uh, Blur Council. Every Sunday at 5 p.m., he and his friends break down all of the news that is going on in the nerd sphere from a black gay perspective. And, um, I was trying to find the analytics for you, but for whatever reason, it'll be funny if I can find a graph of it, of how, I don't know, your viewership just spiked this
Okay.
past week. It was really kind of interesting. So I would like to get down into the nitty gritty and see
Okay.
like where in the show did people start watching and where did it come from? I found out you can do that, right? So like if you have a particularly standout show, you can break down the analytics by minute and you can tell where
Mhm.
it's coming from, like what country, So maybe you can like hone in
Mhm.
on the demographics who are watching you. Also, it does pick up demographic information like age, relative location, how often they're online. And these are because not every viewer is the same, right? Some get you higher
Right.
ad revenues, and it's kind of interesting. I know nothing about it until I start digging into it because I haven't really looked at analytics. You know what's so funny though is because it kind of I can become very goal oriented, and I found like it's not healthy for me to look at those
Mhm.
numbers. I honestly purposefully ignore my numbers. But Greg doesn't, and he noticed. He said, "What y'all talking about? Did y'all slip a titty out or something? Like, what's the what y'all doing a circle jerk?
Not slip a titty out. Oh my gosh.
Y'all didn't like slip a titty out and start a
Not
circle
slip a
jerk or
titty out.
something."
No.
Oh, God.
Oh wow, Malcolm. Wow.
I mean, if not, I could definitely archive. But anyway, we're gonna get into the perpetual comment of the age, and that is of dating. I I love relationship columns and like dating advice, even when it's bad. I've seen some really horrendous
Mm,
uh, advice, but the reason why that exists, why that ecosystem
yeah.
exists, because everybody wants advice for dating. So I got two stories I'm going to do back to back without a palate cleanser, and then we'll do a palate cleanser. You'll see by after the second one. But the first video is just of a guy who is complaining about dating, and so we're going to talk about that, or just about dating in general. Maybe not even about his video, but I'm just using this as a jumping off point for a conversation about modern dating. All right, let me see if I can find the video. Here we go.
So
Mhm.
I'm on Facebook dating, right? And I go on there because I was talking to this guy. It's only been like 3 days. I go on there and check to see has he replied back because I don't get my notifications on there. And the message thread is gone. Like I can't see the profile no more. So that lets me know like I got blocked. And I'm trying to figure out why because the conversation was going good. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna be single for the remainder of my life. Dating is like it sucks these days. Like you got people that's lying, cheating, like ending up in relationships and being engaged and getting married. Then you got people like me, like that don't bother nobody, that stays to himself, that's cool, honest, like, trustworthy. Like, I'm sitting over here single. Like, I wish I could just, I don't understand, like, what it is. Is it me, or is it just the people that I'm attracting? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand what's the problem. Like, that makes me feel like there's nobody out here really for me. Like, I'm just gonna die single. And I don't want that. Like, I want to experience love. I've never been in a relationship before. So it's hard. But hey, hopefully someday I'll be somebody's one and only. But the way it's looking, I don't know. I just be giving up on love because, like I said, it's crazy how the liars and cheaters are on like getting relationships and in marriages and lasting long time, like forever type shit. And I'm just over here like single as shit. So I don't know. Oh well.
So I want you to give me the rant that you would normally give anyone who says something like this, because of course you are on a super delay. So I just want you to go off. Or do you have anything encouraging to tell him? Do you have any sort of empathy for his situation? I want you to just sound out for like 2 or 3 minutes. Give me your dating, you know, just unload on us. Let's go. See what you got.
Okay. Just I know so is it still a delay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know why I have a delay over here on your show and on my show. I'm fine. But okay. Um. All right. So.
I have a theory.
Oh, um. Okay. To that, to anybody out there that's dating, this is a general blanket statement to anybody out there that's looking to date somebody. Okay. First of all, you have to. My question is, where are you going? Are you to find a date? Are you using dating apps? Are you going out? Are you just are you putting yourself out there? That's those are three questions you have to ask yourself. Am I putting myself out there? Is it dating apps? Am I going out to meet anybody? Am I making myself socially available to an extent too as well, to just see what's out there? That's one thing. Second of all, people would generally say that when you are dating somebody, are you is there a pattern of you falling for the same person over and over again? If so, then that might be you. You might be the problem in that. You need to figure out why you keep attracting or going towards the men that you don't want. You know.
Yeah.
Um, the other part of this is um another part is like, how are
Mm.
you when you are dating somebody? How are you when you're pursuing them? Are you listening to them? Are you communicating? Are you you know uh listening to their love language? Are you paying attention to what they do and what they say and uh
Yeah.
all those things? Okay. Um Now if a person just
Mm.
ups and deletes you or blocks you or rejects you, that might be a blessing. I know it sucks to hear this, but
Mm-hmm.
it might actually be a blessing in disguise. It might be you dodged a bullet somewhere because and I know that nowadays people, especially us
Mm.
gay men and those of our community, have this thing where we want a person why we to them or rejected them, we just do it. Um, but I say that hurts more than helps.
Yeah.
Like if you reject somebody and don't want to be with them, at least tell them why, or give them a little inkling of, okay, yeah, you did this. This was a red flag to me. They can improve it. Give them some feedback. I know a lot of y'all out there. I guess it depends on how far along, you know, you can get. That's probably why people feel like I don't owe you an explanation, but it may help them in the future, and just let them know that hey, you did this and it turned me off. You know,
Yeah,
um, it doesn't hurt to help somebody and give them some feedback at all. It doesn't hurt at all.
yeah.
Um, then
No, I
the other
like
part
everything
of
you
this
said. I
too
did.
is um concentrate on being okay with being by yourself as well. Like be
Yeah,
okay with being with just you. You know,
absolutely.
I think there's a lot of us too out there that want somebody so bad. They were like, I'm just lonely and I'm alone, and I just want to. I know we all want to experience love, but you're also gonna be okay with being by yourself as well.
Hmm. So I loved
I mean,
everything you
I
said
could have went
there.
the Gregory Drayton approach and be like, bitch, shut the fuck up, but
I'm so this is why I chose this first
I
while
could
he's
have.
not here because he will go on that. I'm sure I will bring it up to him later. I wanted to give him some compassionate advice at first, but everything you said
I can hear you, Malcolm.
plates
Sorry.
for. Oh, you can't hear me at all. You're muted
No,
then.
I can hear you a little bit. Your volume's low.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Your volume's low.
Okay, I'm gonna get closer to my mic. I think that'll
Could be
probably
me.
do it.
Hold on.
So
It's
one
me.
of the
It
things
was
I
me.
think that
Sorry.
you said was the idea that you have to go out and make yourself available. And one of the things I picked up on listening to
Mhm.
his video again was like, what's a guy who just keeps to himself? Why can't I find love? I was like, you just said why. You keep to yourself. Like
Right.
as I think he was saying
Keep
this
to
as
yourself.
a
Yeah.
compliment because maybe part of your problem is you have difficulty navigating social situations. And so I think you need
Mhm.
to rip that band-aid off and get into some groups going out on the regular basis. I don't know, like groups of friends, circles of friends, go do something. Take a class, volunteer. I'm serious about this. Like find maybe a congressional candidate you can go make calls for or something. Like we need to get a Democratic Congress
Mhm.
next year. You know, that's real. And if you meet someone
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I think the other thing you said was learning how to be alone. And I think it's a mindset shift sometimes. So for myself, I can't remember the analogy that I drew, but it was something like, there are seasons in your life for building, and then there are seasons for your life for like living in some ways. And so if you are alone, if you are feeling lonely, it is simply a signal that your body and your temperament is telling you that this is a goal that you want in your life to be with someone. So the first thing is just to be okay with being a little bit lonely. That's okay. You can use that as fuel. And I think you fuel that with instead of so desperately searching for someone, try building up yourself and attracting them, you know? So
Right.
like build the life that you want to share with someone else. Make it so that people are like, oh, what's he got going on? Like simple. Like you could simply do some interesting things and be happy. Like when people are drawn to other happy people. So I mean like do some things that make you happy. Um I would say that's another aspect of dating that you might have to sort of, brush your shoulders off a little bit and try to enjoy as much as possible the process of sorting through people. So when someone does block you,
Yeah.
you could have dodged a bullet. That's the thing you can say to yourself. But sometimes you don't want to say that to yourself
Mhm.
because you are really feeling them, right? And it's really hard for you to say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I might
Yeah.
have dodged a bullet." But one thing that works for me is saying like he wasn't into me. If he were, he would have kept talking to me. I want him to be into
Right.
me, but he's not.
Yeah.
And so if I really like him, if I
Right.
like this
Right.
person, the best thing I can do for myself is
Mhm.
just to wish them well. And literally send them a little piece like, oh God, I wish you had
Yeah.
kept talking to me. But if I genuinely like you, I
Mhm.
want you to be happy. I want you to find someone that makes you
Yeah.
happy. As hard as that is to say, I think it's for the best because honestly, it's really hard for me to talk myself down from my own feelings, right? Like if I really question someone, like if I want to turn this person into my human teddy bear and drag him everywhere I go, like a Linus blanket, saying I dodged a bullet is not going to help me, right? I was I was ready
Yeah.
to turn you into my blanket. I was ready to throw you over my shoulder and carry you everywhere. Like, so yeah, I just have to say
Yeah,
I hope
and
you make someone else warm. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna well piggybacking off of that too. Like, yes,
yeah.
you should work somebody well. And God, I just had it out of my head.
Mm.
Um,
Do you
I
like
can't.
dating?
It went away that fast. Uh, huh?
Do you like to date? Do you like the
Yes, I do.
process? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what
Hmm.
you like about dating.
Well, when I actually
When you actually do, I'm just
when
saying,
I
like,
actually
really,
do it.
when you have a good time, like,
Yeah.
what are the components that make it a good time?
Okay, being able to just talk to this person and like build if you got that natural chemistry with this person, like y'all sit there and talk and get to know each other, and the awkwardness goes away, and y'all actually start to build and make a connection. It could be
Yeah,
like one of the most actually thrilling experiences, like for real. Like
right,
you opening yourself up, you get to know somebody new, um, and it's not rushed, it's
right,
not forced. It's coming off natural from both of you. It's the most
right,
beautiful thing,
right.
you know.
Yeah, I could definitely dig that because, part of what I often hear in the complaints that people are doing is that they would like to force something to happen, right? So it'd be like a person planting a
Yeah.
garden and they put the seeds in the ground and they're like so impatient for the flowers to bloom that they dig them up and check to see if they're okay. Like that's not how this works. You put them in the ground and you wait, you know.
Right. Right.
Or you do something else, or like I said, build your life. Do something that
And I,
you can share with someone. So, like, if you know how people on the beginning of a new year have all these resolutions that
mhm.
they are things that they want to do, but just a little too difficult to do. I would go back and look at some of those lists and just pick one, just one,
Mhm.
and work on it. You don't even have to actually succeed at it. I think what it does, it helps you know what you like, which is a really important thing to know in a relationship, right? To be able to communicate
Oh yeah.
what it is you like. If you've had some experiences that you can share with them and say, like, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. I think going out
Mhm.
socially gives you the confidence to advocate for yourself, because everybody is a little bit selfish. And I think you have to make space for
Mhm.
that. I think love is part of the crossing that gap because a person's never going to be 100% of what you want, but love is crossing the gap for them, like saying, okay, yeah, he's sometimes a little selfish, a little dirty, a little whatever, self centered. Everyone is. We're all the center of our own
Mhm.
universe. So
Yeah.
you have to build up social muscles. And part of the social muscles is tolerating people's peculiarities, let's say. Learning
Yeah.
to deal with
Or as I like to call,
friction.
or as I like to call, or as I like to say, learning to deal with your flaws and faults and your imperfections.
Yeah.
Just cause everybody has imperfections. We don't want to say. I mean, I know we want to get away. We want to get away from certain words like flaw. Well, no, I don't want to say
Mm.
we get away from flaws and faults, but when
Mm-hmm.
people say things like I knew he was just he couldn't be that perfect, and I knew he had to have a flaw in there somewhere. flaw or
Right.
two or whatever, but I want to say imperfections because nobody
Yeah.
walking this earth is perfect,
I know we always kind
so
of want to think that. I thought
that's
about
just what it
the
is.
hot astrophysicist. I'm like, I bet his farts stink really bad.
Mhm.
I mean, they're like this. They just rancid, horrible farts.
Not the oh
I
god.
bet you can't even be around him. Like, oh god, you can't be that cute, smart, and funny. Like, no, you can't do all those. You can't.
Hmm.
You can't do it. But no, yeah, no. I think getting to accept people's shortcomings is like part of
Hmm.
just moving through the world, and you get better at it. So let's see a couple of these. We got is it Sammy?
Yeah. Yeah. Sammy said I was low. Am I still low,
Oh,
Sammy?
okay.
Did I get better?
I think you said I was on.
And Sammy also says, "Okay, Malcolm with the caveman." Yeah. He said, "Okay, Malcolm with the caveman love method. Bob, you with the club." So you know what? There
Yeah,
are still some guys who actually think like that too.
yeah.
Like, which is like, what?
Bop you over the head and just drag you to the
Just gonna
cage.
bob him upside the head and drag him off.
That one's mine. All right, let's go. Yeah, those the videos of the African
Hmm.
men. Yeah, they're kind of like that. That's just part of the culture. Like they
Oh
like
yeah,
bonking
yeah.
people on the
I've
head and just be like,
yeah.
"You mine." All
You
right, so
mind? You
I got
mind
another
now?
video.
Or
In this
yeah.
video,
Okay.
no, it's okay. This video is going to require a palate cleanser because it's kind of hard to watch. And I'm just going to give you a warning beforehand. The speaker he's disfigured from a childhood injury, and
Oh,
he's just talking
okay.
about how
Oh,
happy he
okay.
is to be getting married, right? And I thought about it because this guy we were just looking at, he was so fucking cute. I mean, that's part of the video.
Hmm.
But this guy is just talking about his experience being recovering and finding joy in his life after something so horrible happened to them. And it's sometimes hard to look at. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't like it all the time, but I think it's important. Um, I try not to be like super preachy or whatever, but I think it helps you feel kind of lucky. Puts it in perspective, right? All right, so let's get some perspective. All right, here we go.
Hey, I get married in 4 days. And this is what I'm going to tell you, is that this doesn't just happen overnight. It's something that happened over years, and it happened over healing, growth, and challenging myself and wanting better. Imagine, 18 years ago, I was attacked by my family. 2 pit bulls, lost 80% of my face. I lost both ears. Lost my nose, damage to my eye, losing my childhood, essentially, at 8 years old. I was mad, I was upset, I felt discouraged, and I didn't look nowhere near how I do today. This is 62 surgeries later. I chose to keep fighting. Even though I was angry and upset, I choose to try at this thing is now called my life. And over the years, through bullying, through suicide attempts, through mental health crises, family trauma, sexual assault, and so much more, and even through homelessness, I made the choice to continue fighting. And that's how I'm here today, 4 days before getting married. Because when I was told to give up, and I kept fighting. And I say this in hope for anyone who is being encouraged to give up or being told that they're not good enough for the moment, you are good enough. And it starts with trying a little bit here, a little bit there, consistently building up on that is effort. And that effort leads towards success, and success is only quantified by you. Only you can quantify success. So this is success for me, but this isn't it. There's gonna always be more that I want to challenge myself through. For right now, I want to live in a moment of getting married and not forget that it took climbing mountains and building mountains of hope and recovery to be here and love, happy, healed, healthy, persevering, inspiring, loving, choosing to live another day. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah. So, one of the things I try not to
Mm,
do is exploit anyone's story for sometimes it feels um
hmm
very utilitarian to do something like that. Compare someone's struggles to yours. It's not one to one, but I think it's important to know what is possible for a human being to recover from. Because I think oftentimes, like, if we don't, let me say, we have to have a good imagination in order to go after our goals, right? And sometimes something that we've never had or experienced, something that we wanted most of our lives, may seem out of reach. Say, like getting married. You could say that, like if you wanted that, and just like you never even been close. Maybe you never even been in a relationship close enough to do that. I think it's important to recognize that it's possible, because I think a lot of times when
Mm-hmm.
we've been struggling to do something for so very long, it can be comfortable. It can be comforting to say that what I wanted all this time was impossible, because if it is possible, then what have you been doing all this time? What have you have to confront the fact that you've been wasting all this time, and you have to kind of like forgive yourself for not having the motivation to go after it, or the resources. You might not even have the resources, the mental resources, the time, the energy. You might have just not been in the right place at the right time. And so all these things you have to kind of like
Mm-hmm.
forgive yourself for having. Because let's be honest, like I don't know if everyone could survive what this man survived, right? I don't even think it's like probable. Like I think most people don't come through as well as he did, right? I don't think. I don't know, but I just assume that he's on
Right.
the upper
Right.
scale
No, you're
of
right. You're right.
recovery and resilience. Like it's tough, and I think a lot of people don't make it. He said he had several suicide attempts. I'm
Mm.
sure, like I'm it's sexual assault, right? You know, like there's a lot going on in this
Mm.
man's life, and
That is a lot.
it's a lot. So yeah, I think we need to recognize people who have been treading a different path by force sometimes, and we obviously would never wish this on someone, but it also it pays to look at it because it reminds you of how much we are as people can recover from and thrive even afterwards. You know, it does. It happens all the time. It's not
Mm-hmm.
promised by any means, and that's where I just want to be clear. Like there may be some amount of luck that's required for you to recover as well as you did, but it's possible, and that's important for you to
Yeah.
know when you formulate your goals. And like, don't give up. It's possible. It really is. You just have to make luck possible. Like it does require some luck. You just have to be in the right place, and you have to be ready to receive it. Right. So that's part of it. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
we got another comment. Oh yeah, yes,
This is
yes. Go ahead.
yes, Ken. That is the strength of the human spirit. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's exactly what I was looking to say. Yeah, the human spirit, the part of us that's not physical, the part that can give up, really won't let you. Sometimes I can say for someone who has been depressed and been in that place, and I'm like, God damn it, I, I don't, I don't want to. I don't want to. I was like, it'd be so easy if I could have just said, I'm done. Yeah. But there's a part of me that's just like, I'm not gonna do
Mm-hmm.
it. So, and I'm glad I'm here. Yeah.
Nah.
Thank God. Anyway, let's do a palate cleanser because we're gonna need one. Here we go. And let me see. All right, palate cleanser one. Boop, boop, boop.
What is going on, my beautiful people? Today I'm here to bring you an amazing tarantula that I'd never actually seen before and I was lucky enough to handle. Shout out to Westside Reptiles for allowing me to witness this thing up close and personal. This
God
is a
damn.
Phormixpis species, Blue Azul. Absolutely beautiful shit.
thing is way too big. I'm sorry. Like, it's not-
That looks like something out of Australia, but it's a beautiful spider.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
I'm gonna say.
definitely
I was gonna
beautiful.
say. Was it giggity? But no. So that seems way too big. Anyway.
He said no. Like,
Oh gosh. Speaking of the devil,
Oh, rain.
like literally.
we were looking at a spider, and he gives. I said something like, "That thing is way too big." And I said, "That's what he said."
Hmm.
Giggity.
Giggity. Oh, I
Such a
love it.
bad
That's what,
joke.
that's what, she said.
Yes. Well, so we're going to go into a new topic. Yeah, so we're going to talk about sex party etiquette. How about that? Let's go.
Gays, let's talk about sex
Oh,
parties
okay.
because the weather is warm, people are getting reckless, and some of you are about to walk into spaces that you are in no way prepared for. I'm Brian, a gay therapist working with gay men. Rule number one at a sex party: you are entering someone else's culture, like you're traveling abroad. This is not the place to impose your comfort level, your expectations, or your moral code. Observe first, adjust second, and participate third. Don't feel like you have to say yes to just anything. That's not true at all. But if something's not for you, a simple smile and a no is enough. No judgment, no commentary. Rule number two: if you don't know where it's been, it does not go in your mouth. I don't care how hot it is. Think of it like you're in the tropics. That fruit looks so delicious, but when was the last time it was washed? And if
So
it was
delicious.
washed, was the water clean? Use your discernment. Rule number three: preparation is not optional. If you're going to go out into the world and play, you've got to handle your health first. Prep, DoxyPep, regular testing. There's no excuse not to. There's no I'll get around to it. The easiest way to do all of that is through Mister. You can get PrEP and DoxyPep and full STI testing shipped to your door in unmarked packaging. There's no doctor's office, no waiting room, no insurance needed, and that consultation is free. The labs are free. The medication ships for free. They handle absolutely everything except for your judgment and your curiosity. Those are entirely up to you. So, your next right action: go to Mister.com, get yourself prepared for your journey, and please travel safe.
Yeah. And you don't have to do it through Mister. He's obviously doing an affiliate marketing thing, but I mean, it is convenient if you have the money. You do have to pay for the medications through Mister, even if the shipping is free. But you can go to a local clinic and get this. And there really is no excuse if you're engaging in sex parties. But here's the deal. Let's say you get invited to a sex party. You're not really sure. And I noticed he had some rules that he said. Like first was observe, adjust, and then engage. Right. That's what he was saying. Which is first observe what people are doing so that you are honoring the culture of this place instead of trying to change it. Like you came to the sex party. The sex party didn't come to you. Right. So you should be alert to what other people are doing in that space. I mean, the rules are different for different people. For instance, there are sex parties where you don't touch people. Those are circle jerks. I was joking about it, but men's clubs where they jerk off together, never touching, is a thing. And that's probably because some of them are hetero flexible and don't actually want to have sex with a man, but they want to see other men. And a lot of them are just gay, just whatever, want to check other men's bodies. Like I've heard someone saying to them that they've been watching porn so much that either they need another body in the room with them or they need to watch a video to really be turned on.
That's
So it's
crazy.
either going to be like, and I feel like that could be one of the ways that someone starts their night without porn, right? They go to the circle jerk party together. They get some energy built up, and they go home and fuck. But sex parties come in different styles. That's all I'm just saying. Is that you want to observe what the rules are. You don't want to try to change the rules there. Adjusting means the idea that people are going to approach you for certain things, and how you reject them is indicative of whether or not you should even be there, right? Like if you happen to be really squeamish
Hmm.
about public sex, it doesn't make sense for you to be at the sex party. Like, why are you there? Why are you there, bro? Like, what's going on? Let's
Right.
not pretend like
Right.
you.
Why are you here?
Yeah. Um, I think it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Let me ask you this: have you ever like I don't know? Have you been to a sex party? Have you?
I've worked the door at a sex party. I've never participated. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So I told you, like, for a brief period of time when I was in school, I actually did sex parties with a friend. Um, I don't think we knew what we were doing. I know we didn't know what we were doing because we made a lot of mistakes in retrospect. But
Now, do you really make a mistake going to a sex party? Or you have an experience. There's a difference.
no, I think it is.
Yeah.
I didn't have any experience on like how we vet people. I didn't have any experience on like where we were hosting it or something. Like there were some hotels that we would go to, and it was like illegal to do at that hotel. We didn't ask permission.
You have to ask permission for a whole. Okay.
They don't want sex parties at certain hotels. I mean, it's just like you have to pretend. I mean, we had a thing happen like someone must have called the room, the front desk, and there
Oh,
was about 8 large gay men in the bathroom while someone went to the door to answer. just had the comedy of this, imagining 8 large homosexuals stuffed in the bathroom while someone answers the door so
Mm-mm.
that we don't get kicked out of the room. But yeah. Anyway, sex parties. How about you? What say you?
I mean, me, nah, I'm good on that. I mean, and it's
Yeah,
I'm not a germaphobe, but golly, that's a lot of.
it's, it's a lot of strange. I'm a
Yeah,
little bit of a germaphobe. I mean, I'm not full on, and
Mm.
honestly, whenever I did these things, I was somewhat tipsy. I certainly had at least one drink in me, and some amount of that helped. But you know, that probably was part of it. And I was
I
in
don't
my 20s,
know.
I was 40 as fuck. There
Now,
was
think you are sex positive. How do you feel about that situation?
Well, I'm not, okay. So am I going? Let's see. But nowadays it's a lot out there to be very careful of. Um, and if I am gonna engage in, or at least, or everybody can like pull out your my chart.
Not my choice. Wow.
I think that's probably. I mean, I know it's not the most etiquette thing. My chart. I'm saying it's an idea, but
You gotta
yeah,
be
I would. You got to be careful though. Um,
you gotta be safe.
yeah.
So
yeah,
I, I don't, and I don't knock it. Like I am very sex positive for other people. How they do it.
yeah. I feel you on that. Because it
And
is
that's the
really
thing.
weird for people to care about who
Hmm.
I have sex with. We're just saying like homophobes, like why do you care who I fuck? Right.
The interesting part. I do wonder why, and it's almost like the American way. It's almost like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like why do you care who's laying down with whom? What is the
Right.
deal? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either. We got a comment here. I'm gonna put it up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to read that. Okay. I've been to bear runs where the hospitality suite was basically a huge orgy room. Sometimes it spilled into the hallway, which the floor would be all people in the. Ooh, oh.
Oh yeah. I've heard of that before. I've never actually attended those.
Did we
But
get the
yeah,
one? Did we get the ones before? Did we get the comments before that?
I think so.
We did.
One of the ways that we can
I
actually
have.
do that is that we can actually star these like this. You know, you can say that you started, and that way you know you've gotten to it. Yeah.
Okay, so we've gotten Mr. Ken and everybody here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Mr. Ken just made another one. I heard a story about a big guy being turned away from a sex party, and then he called the cops. Yikes! Now that's a little bit of a hater. That I hate to tell y'all that is
Wow.
that little bit of a hateration there.
Right.
I mean,
Maybe.
now they didn't have to call name, but you know, it's you had to call the police. That's a bitch ass move.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right, let's do some.
He didn't have to do that. No, he didn't have to do that.
I'm gonna have to add Greg. Here we go.
Add Greg for what?
You're here. Oh. When I switch scenes, I had to add you. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do a palate cleanser. Here we go. So I have been fucking up some watermelons right now. This is like my favorite drink. They are fucking delicious as a drink. I don't know why people don't do this more. Mix this with some lemonade. Oh my god. Ugh. So good. So good. Yeah, you just blend it up, then you have watermelon juice. Shit is delicious.
You're so handsome. Stop.
Hey, give me my juice. What the heck is in this juice? Steroids.
They just like stand up with a person on the arm. That's what your cat does when it's about to vomit. Oh god.
But the flame runs slow. Every wish feels like letting go. But deep inside I still believe in the love that's made for me. I built my heart with pieces of hope, trying to love again, learning to cope. Some nights I believe, some nights I cry. Only heaven knows why.
Okay. All right, so let's get back to our subjects. This one, if I remember correctly, was a it was just like it was like an in out asshole type situation, but I want to talk about trusting your intuition about people. Like when you meet people in person now, this is something Dr. Pookie talks about. I never use the word empath or whatever, but it is something that I go through as well. But I think a lot of times when people say it's an empath, I don't always know what I'm picking up on. This is the problem. A lot of people have better, I guess, evaluations of what they're picking up on, but it's always just like a lot of stuff that's begging for my attention. And so by the time I'm done in a situation, it's kind of like I'm just tired because I'm like, what is this? What is that? What is this? I'm just like, the dog from Up, and there's a billion squirrels.
Oh, when somebody says to mention someone as empathic, and correct me if I'm wrong, I just think of someone who is like terribly overly emotional. Not terribly, but overly emotional.
Yeah, I would say like this: it's not overly emotional; it's difficulties with emotional regulation. Let's put it.
Right.
We all have emotions. We're not all equipped to deal with it.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are, some people aren't, and I think that is a part of it. Now, however, there are some people who are just oblivious too
to their emotions.
Like like they don't even know they have emotions, and so they don't have issues like this because they don't care, and that's fine. To each their own, and life is like. But you're right. I think we often use the word empathic as a positive when it really is not, and that's the reason I don't use it, because it really is just a matter of you regulating yourself. And I have difficulty with that, but I understand it. So anyway, I wanted to bring a situation up that was Am I the Asshole? It's a first part of a 2-part series. I did not have the second half. But it's just about someone who's dating somebody and they introduce them to a friend and they get a bad feeling. I want to talk about that feeling, okay? Let's go.
My boyfriends. So I had been with my man for about 3 years. Well, he's my ex now. Granted, our first year, we were on again, off again because of lying and cheating on both sides. At the time, we weren't ready for commitment, so we broke things off. I went extreme no contact. No talking. I deleted his number, blocked him, no IG, the whole thing. Almost 2 years later, we crossed paths again on a random night out. He approached me and told me I was looking good. I said, duh, the fuck you expect? Okay.
He's like, can I borrow that? Okay.
Duh, TF you expect.
Yeah.
IDK why I said that. It was just the first thing to come to mind. And honestly, he was looking good too. We spent the whole night talking and he was telling me about how he tried to call and get in touch with me but couldn't, and that he missed me. Mind you, we have enough friends in common that if he really wanted to connect, he could have. But anyway, we ended up talking again, going on a few dates, and boom, we were back together. And honestly, it was way better this time. We had both grown so much. We both had new jobs that we loved, and everything felt happy for once. Before we became official again, we made a promise to each other that we'd never cheat, and it was genuinely something I thought we both meant. One night, he invited me and my friends to a night out at the club. We usually don't club like that, so I thought it'd be cute to go. I got done up and met everybody at the spot. He brought some of his single friends for my single friends. It was supposed to be a whole cute thing. I thought we were kind of playing matchmaker. While we were waiting in line to get in, some random guy I had never met before comes running over to us in line, waving at my boyfriend.
Oh, no.
No shade, but just very bouncy. I don't know how else to explain it, but y'all get what I'm saying. His excitement to see my man was really weird.
Yeah.
My boyfriend seemed all nervous and introduced this guy, let's call him Gary, to the group. I waved and said hi, and he gave me one of those stank eyes, rolled his eyes and said hi like he was being forced to say it. I'm like, okay, so I guess it's like a hi, you know?
Got it.
Anyway, the two of them walked out of line to talk, and the whole time everything felt off, but I wasn't the only one who thought so. When he finally came back, his friends were clowning him, and he said Gary was some crazy dude he used to be friends with back in high school. Typical.
Okay.
I ignored it and didn't really think about it again until months after that. And honestly, that was my first mistake.
So I think this was also one of those things where women who are trying to clock their boyfriends for being gay, because I think this is a woman talking about her boyfriend fucking around with dudes, and she found out after this encounter, they were at the club or whatever, they're meeting people, and in the line, some dude who she called Bouncy came over to talk to her boyfriend, and when they did, he took them out of the line, which is something to say if you're trying to get into a place. You don't get out of line unless it's something you're trying to say privately, right? And he says something to them, and they leave. And then he comes back to the line. His friends are clowning him, and she knows something's wrong, right? Like, she saw the man switch up. Like, she's dead bouncy, but I think it's a respectful way of saying spicy. What they call them? I forget.
Spicy. Let's go with
Spicy?
spicy.
Isn't that the word?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or,
People are sassy. Sassy. That's the one.
well, yeah. Which, be clear, America, all of that stuff is derogatory these days.
It is. It is. So she tried to say it a little less in a less derogatory way, calling him bouncy, lots of energy.
Well, that's gay. Obviously.
That's gay. Yeah, she was like, what is this obviously gay man talking with my boyfriend about, right?
Dick.
And
Dick.
So, okay, in this scenario, if you have been in this scenario, you're out with your man or your newly minted man, you've broken up before, you're together, and they have a random interaction with someone you have never seen before, but you get a feeling they don't fuck. What do you do?
Well, I got a note. So let's not forget Zesty.
Oh, Zesty. Oh, yeah, that's the one I would like lemon pepper.
Not even. I mean, but I don't like the giveaway was. I want to hear the rest of the story.
I know, right? It's such a good algorithm. Right? That's perfect.
What made him think he could get away with
not telling her?
Correct. And that's crazy. But what is your take on this?
What do you think, Devon? Have you ever had that scenario happen to you?
Well, he will tell us in 10 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, that's.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh no. Yeah. That's I mean that's weird. Like if you. She said that she didn't pay attention to the fact that this is a friend from high school. No, girl, he DL homie. I don't know. They don't fucked around.
Listen,
and everything.
We're not giving women. We're not giving women enough credit. Some women you can tell that you dated zesty men back in the day.
Right.
Right.
Some you can't. You just gotta know your audience.
But my question is my question is she gonna be okay with that? Okay.
Of course. Did you?
And most
no. I don't think she's okay with that at all.
You're writing into a show, bro. No.
She ready to put them on blast. Yeah.
Well, you know what? The good thing she's not ready. Because let me re-engineer the scenario. The dick is great. She doesn't want to put him on blast, but she's concerned that she may be sharing the dick with some dudes.
Right.
But it's not enough to make her stop. She's like, I'm gonna stop a condom. And let that be that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Malcolm?
I have been on the opposite end of that a few times. I had a friend. Well, it was one of my first relationships, and he was very discerning. And at the time, I didn't recognize it, for what it was. And he would joke at me about it, and I would be like, oh, whatever, But he was right, almost always. And I was always curious as to why or how he was able to do that. It was almost like magic or something. But he was like, 20 people could be in a room. He could match up all the people who fucked in like 30 minutes. Like, it was crazy. I think he just had an intuition about it. He's a very sexual person. Yeah, he was just a very sexual person. And so, like, somehow something about that, like, subtext of interacting, the flirting, he just flirt with everybody, right? And I think there's a response that people have to that flirting that gave him clues as to who fucked who. So, anyway, I don't know exactly how to do it, but some people do. Anyhow, let's get to some about it. Yeah. Let's get to some of these comments. I'm going to star them when they're done. All right, so this is the last.
Sammy says, I've been to... we've done that one already.
Okay, so let me star that.
I got it, Malcolm.
All
I
right.
got it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I got it. Yes. 6'11". Nice. Very bouncy. Right. Very bouncy. No Beyonce, but bouncy.
AKA, he was very sassy. He was
Right.
sassy.
Sassy, zesty. Yeah. Okay. So what are we on now?
I'm getting my things like that. Who is the cute football? His name is Charlie. He's my bad dog. He was in the den barking and yelling, and so I had to bring him out. Calm down. I'm like, stop it. I'm about to let him out in a minute. Say bye-bye. Let's see, 1 second. Okay. All right. So what you got next? Charlie is the cute football.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Charlie's cute. He just wants some love. Yeah. All right, let's go to palate cleanser. Okay. I am getting a lot of turtle videos, so I'm sorry. You're not going to see a lot of turtles. So.
How do you tell the sex of an ant? Well, boys and girls, it's quite simple. You get some water, and you put the ant in. And if the ant sinks, then it's a girl ant. But if the ant floats, then it's a boy ant. It's buoyant.
It's not that funny.
Hey man, I swear folk from Atlanta just be making stuff up. You mean to tell me it's a bakery in Douglasville named Jewel's Treats and More that has the audacity to make a lemon pepper, lemon glazed pound cake and then top it with 15 crispy lemon pepper wines? And folk wonder why everybody walking around with big bags. I ain't judging, but I'ma need blue cheese. And the pound cake itself so moist. And she serve them warm out the oven. And the wines hit too. Hey Deli, count your days, baby. Man, hear me out. That lemon pepper pound cake with the lemon icing is phenomenal. Only available on Wednesday and Saturday. Pull up, check them out.
This is like, I feel like making fun of some of those videos of like wealthy people waking up in some $100,000 condo. Their morning routine. Like, dude is like bare bones in this shit.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Like what you see.
Sir, you can't be here like that.
Why not? It's comfortable.
Sir, please, the dress code.
Rules are made to be broken.
Never looking down, I'm just an aura, what's in front of me.
So dumb. That's obviously AI, but I just loved it. Well, you want some too? Okay. Anyhow, let's talk about lying. I'm gonna play this video real quick. It's interesting.
The best liar I ever encountered was a well-loved, reputable person who stood just inches away from me, cried his eyeballs out, viscerally breaking down in a practical fetal position, proclaiming his innocence. It was a long time ago. And I remember I was so moved, I think I actually shed a tear for him. And I remember turning to my partner and saying, "Why are we doing this to this person? Give him a break. This is not our guy." Well, the evidence would prove otherwise, including a tracking device that put this individual in the exact scene of the crime at the exact time he claimed to have been somewhere else. I can't remember what the lie was. Anyway, yes, he fooled me. I was looking for that weird glaze to the right, or shifting around in the chair, or like that nervous behavior we're told are indicators of deception. This is what they taught us in the academy. If I'm being completely honest, all that is BS. What I should have been looking for is cognitive load. I have made other videos about cognitive load because it is a topic I cover heavily in my interview course. That's how you catch a liar. Look for cognitive load with effective questioning. Remember, lying is very taxing on the brain. Why? Because you're literally inventing it all. First, you have to invent a plausible story, not just any story, but one that actually makes sense. Then you have to make sure that the details don't contradict facts your listener already knows about. Then you have to manage your body language to be performative, believable, and aligned with what's coming out of your mouth, while monitoring the body language and facial expressions of the person you're lying to in order to ascertain whether or not they're being suspicious or if you're on the right track with your lying. Oh, and did I mention you have to do all these things simultaneously? Sounds exhausting? Yes, it's very exhausting. Alternatively, when you're telling the truth, you don't have to do any of these things. You just literally go into your memory bank, pull facts as you remember them, and answer the questions. There's no fact management going on when you're telling the truth. A normal person under cognitive load will eventually break and admit fault. You know who doesn't respond well to cognitive load? Someone exhibiting narcissistic behavioral patterns. Cognitive load is their Achilles heel. Under cognitive load, they will go full-blown Darvo on you. Another topic I've talked about and is all over the internet. You can look it up if you're unfamiliar. In my next video, I will give you some examples of questions you can ask to best leverage cognitive load if you believe you're being lied to.
Yeah. So I think one of the reasons I played this was, our last topic was on intuition. And I think sometimes we give intuition a little bit too much credit as well, because I think a lot of people assume incorrectly that they would be able to tell when someone is lying. And like she was saying, this was something that professionals were taught in the FBI for decades, all of which was just bullshit. And the reason why is that one can prepare, and usually if you're lying and you're going to need to lie, you built the lie into the crime, right? Like before you even committed the crime, you came up with an alibi before you tried to commit it, right? This is a lie that you've basically internalized to your nervous system to the point where you can cry on demand and make someone else cry in sympathy for you. This is something that can be done, right? And so people don't think that about preparation. It's like the Batman lineup, right? Like you never give Batman prep. Just like because he can do it. But no, seriously, like don't give a narcissist, liar, manipulator prep time to lie to you. They will convince you. So what she's talking about with cognitive load is to throw a curveball into their story, something that they did not prepare for, and make them invent something right there on the spot. You know, if you're telling the truth, you don't have to invent something right there on the spot to fill in the gaps of your lie that you didn't think of, you know, because you could just simply say, you know, like, so-and-so came to the room, you know, like, what was he wearing? It's a simple detail that they probably didn't come up with. You know, what time did that game start? And you were here at this time? And how long does it take you to get there? If they never made that distance, they may not know, right? They have to think in their mind, how long does it take you? Little details like that, right? That they probably didn't plan on is the best way to catch a liar. And I'm just saying,
they just scream out liar, liar, pants on fire. Once you find out,
no, just make them perform. Make them perform that lie. If they're lying to your face and you know they are, and you have the intuition that they're lying to your face,
liar. Correct.
No, I'd say, did you remember the one? I think it was from Family Guy, and Stewie was like manipulating everybody. Dance for me, pumpkin. Dance.
Oh yeah.
Make the dance.
Yeah.
Perform, bitch.
Wasn't that the same?
Yeah. Put some money on that lie, bitch. Let's see it.
Right. Owed him money. He was like,
you can ask them real innocent questions, and when they don't have answers that are easy, it's oh, really? Okay. Let's see. You can't come up with details on the spot. Okay.
Now, I think men in general have mastered lying. I think in gay men, most of all, have. I dated a motherfucker for like 18 months. And we ran into, I thought he was like shy and introverted and shit like that. You know, I thought his name was, let's say, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he gets comfortable. We says, well, I want to, you know, let's go out. You know what I mean? So they'd be like, hey, Mike.
Right, there's someone else completely.
Wow, somebody else. I'm like, nigga, is that a nickname? Who the fuck is Mike? And then it just went on from there. And then you found out, you know, major life things were not true.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what that is all about. But
well, I have theories, but I've been in situations like that too, and I think it's because of the closet. I was just going to say that.
No, he was had no reason. He was out homo. Like,
well, I would say even as an out homo, we have to code switch in certain places. I think being an outsider. We talked about this on a previous episode. It was Audre Lorde wrote this book called Sister Outsider. And it was really talking about Black women, but it's basically anyone who's a minority or of a marginalized community. You hold a position in society out of the mainstream as a gay man. In fact, as an out gay man, probably even more so. There are certain rooms that you cannot walk into safely because you're a gay man, right? You're excluded from some things. And that outsider status makes you look at the world differently, much more analytically, and also manipulative. You know, like you understand that people have a vested interest in your sex life and will do you harm because of it. You become aware of how to keep your shit.
Now, what's the interest in your sex life? I mean, could they want to have it with you? They just want to know who you're having it with?
They are policing nature. For whatever reason, they think nature needs a cop to like say, hey, take that dick out your mouth.
I thought you said
that's not for you. That's for women.
I thought you said nature. I thought you said nature needs a cock. I misheard
you. Apparently, nature needs a cop to like enforce the rules of heterosexuality because you know we're bad demon haunted people. Yeah. So anyway, the sex cops make gay people secretive, and you're right. I think gay people are better at lying. This is actually true. Yeah. So there you go. Like the gay people are better.
I don't know if it's better.
Oh no, it's actually been proven. It's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you take it like a general sample of straight and gay men and try to convince
general sample.
Yeah,
Liar.
A population, yeah, you take a population generally selected to be, diverse, and they've done studies on it. Like, we can lie more convincing, sure. Or let's put it this way: there are people for whom we have invested in deceiving. Particularly non-queer people have a difficulty sometimes discerning whether or not we're telling the truth or not. I think other gay people can catch other gay people's lies better.
You remember that Saturday, that story with the when the gay people tell a lie, like it's always extravagant. Like, oh my God, I wasn't late because my car broke down. The lie would be, I went to the club and,
other gay people will get that. There we go. But yeah, gays will tell you a fucking novel.
A whopper of a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Martha's Vineyard and sucked 12 cocks. And I'm like, bitch, I just saw you at Walmart. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, those kind of lies are like, yeah, those are sad. Yeah. But, if someone is hiding like company secrets, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, take a look at that dude, George Santos. I mean, is he not like the biggest lying liar ever? Like,
well, when he was actually a Filipino drag queen.
And think about what we were talking about. Your titular character, the talented Mr. Ripley, is kind of that exact archetype of the homosexuality.
Blame people all the time. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of books, so that's why.
Yeah. But no, that's actually based on reality. It's not everyone's reality, but it is true.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it is true. All right, let's do some comments. You got some?
Yeah, I got a few. Hold on. Give me one reason. Let's see what we got here. Talk about diabetes for that damn cake, indeed.
Diabetes. Lemon pepper wings on 11.
All of the Black Pet Posse.
Okay.
I know. I miss my boy. T'Challa.
Yeah.
She thought she wanted something. Maybe she didn't. Right. I don't think she did. Y'all have to give it. My mouse is very temperamental.
Yeah.
Little mousy. How you much want to bet? How much you want to bet? He was an attractive white man. She fell for his pretty privilege to allow him innocence. Maybe.
Who knows? I don't know. I didn't get that.
That lying guy sounds like a crackhead. That can't be.
Crackheads are good liars. That's true.
Cognitive load, giggity.
Cognitive load.
He said load, giggity.
Good one. Giggity. A cognitive load all over you.
Nothing wrong with a cognitive load.
Yeah.
Where do you take a cognitive load? You swallow?
I think you take it to the head. I mean, that's. So anyway,
now you go into a club. You say, "I'm sorry, sir. May I swallow your cognitive load?" Is that how that goes?
Okay. Oh god. Is that it?
No, I gotta go.
This is I'm a terrible liar.
Yeah, that's what he says. Oh, we got one more.
Yeah.
And Sam says, Gator wasn't a good lie. I smoked the TV, Mama. I smoked the TV. Those who don't know, he's talking about what's that movie? Motherfucking Samuel Jackson was Gator.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Ray was the crackhead. Was it Jungle Fever?
I think it was.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's so funny how was it Samuel Jackson has had these roles that are kind of iconic. So many of them.
You know, my favorite. I don't want these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, right?
Yeah, he's iconic. All right,
in history.
What's that?
The snakes on a plane, just awful.
Oh yeah. All right, let's do a cognitive load cleanser. How about that? Okay, I just love that. They just look so cute trying to run. Look, you're so slow. This cat is like. Like he's walking fast for her.
You take the best of me. Now nothing's left of me. You've got a hold of me, and I can't seem to break free. I am lost.
Like, what does that look? I don't know. Oh god. Oh god. He's so mad at the blanket. Oh god.
Please.
I think that cat wants to be left alone.
This isn't your thing.
No, it's not. When she goes, oh, that's like, bitch, I'm about to smack you.
Shit. All right, hey, look, y'all.
It's okay.
Before I get the camera set up, okay? Look at this big ass nigga. Big.
You got some thick thighs, though. He waddles because his thighs are so thick.
Y'all see, first of all, I'm not even trying to flex on you bitch ass niggas, but I'm flexing.
You notice he wobbles because he can't.
Nigga.
He can't handle all them thighs. Thighs got you wobbling.
Second one.
Oh, I love it. He loves his body.
What niggas want when I run up on you like this, nigga? When I come up on you like this, nigga, what niggas want?
Oh, God. It's pie, and I was like, you can barely fit in your car. His feet are enormous, too. Fucking caveman. Enough of the Icelandic caveman.
You see?
I call him the Icelandic caveman because he has a name, but it's like 20 syllables and some other, symbols. I have no idea.
In another language.
Right. But he's pretty awesome. He does some weird stuff. Like for exercise, it's just fun to watch because he's just so large. Just large. Why are you so big? All right. Let's do one more. This is actually kind of an entertainment topic, but a psychological bent on a entertainment topic. Maybe you have something to say about this because I don't know. Here we go.
Do you see anything weird about this right here? This is a screenshot from the show Heated Rivalry. You can also see it in this shot right here. And it's not something that just this show does. In fact, here's a random screenshot from another show. This one's on Apple TV. Here's another good example. The thing I'm pointing out is something this person expresses very well on Twitter, saying, "One thing that irks me about modern cinema, or TV, is that everyone looks like they live in an Airbnb or a hotel. None of that feels like a lived-in home, but throw on the most random 90s movie and you won't have any doubt that a character has spent most of their life in that apartment." So this is kind of similar to something I pointed out in another video about how clothing in movies and modern shows looks brand new. Like this is from the most recent season of Stranger Things, and this person is like out in the woods, but what they're wearing looks like a costume from a box, not clothes that came out of their closet. But the thing with people's houses looking like vacant Airbnbs always jumps out at me. This is from the show Shrinking on Apple TV. Here's another shot from the same show, and to me, this looks like something that was staged for like a real estate open house. And this has to be an aesthetic choice. It's not a budget thing. Some of the shows I just pointed out have enormous budgets. This is Beef on Netflix. And the clean, empty countertops thing has to be an intentional aesthetic choice they're making. And it feels inauthentic to me because if humans spend time in a space, their surfaces are going to accumulate objects. Here, this is the shelf behind my green screen. I'm a fairly neat person, but junk accumulates. But even when these shows try to convey a mess or clutter, it's often just a carefully arranged soda can and a single magazine next to another single soda can and a magazine. And if you're going to say that movies and shows have always looked like this, do what that tweet said and throw on an old romantic comedy from the 90s. I think this is You've Got Mail. Or an older show. I think this is Gilmore Girls. And in fact, if a young person watched anything from the 80s, I think that's what would stand out to them, how messy everything is. That's one reason the sterile sets stand out to me, because I grew up with this. And I am not saying these shows are bad. I mean, I love the show Pluribus. But that kitchen and that sink and that counter do not look like she has been cooking meals there every day for years. And if you think I'm just cherry picking examples, try this. Go watch the original Malcolm in the Middle, which had one of the great all-time chaotic sitcom sets. And then go watch the reboot that just came out on Hulu. I've seen people say that it looks like one of those Super Bowl commercials where they get the cast back together, but it just kind of looks like an ad and not the original show. But can anybody out there tell me why?
All right. So, Mr. Jason, I have a theory. I don't think we want to see reality when we watch television. For the most part, I've talked to people who say that you're looking for an experience better than reality, right? We're not seeking real anymore. And I think that's possibly due to the rise of social media. I'm not exactly sure why, but we have grown accustomed to the curated image, right? We want it to be polished. We want it to be clean. We don't want the selfies that didn't look good. Why do you think it's going to be really hard to tell if someone has put the best AI filter on their face and just computer generated all of their profile pics? Because people will do that. I have made the argument over and over, even before AI started making digital counterfeits of movies and things, that we have grown accustomed to a filtered life, right? I mean, that was what Instagram originally was famous for. If you didn't know, for the youngins, when it came out in 2010, were the filters. They made you look good, right? That was the whole idea. And you could take a photo and put it online without having to download a separate video or photo editing app. You know, that was their thing. You can just take it, crop it. You know, you don't have to know anything about photos. You just choose one of our filters. It'll make your photos look great, right? And you had all these photo filtered reality that we warped the rest of the internet. I mean, once Facebook purchased Instagram, that just became the norm, you know. Instagram used to have pictures of people's ugly food. I used to call it. It's like I'm sure it tastes good, but they don't plate it in any kind of special way. Why? What is your ugly food? Like you're supposed to make it look good. Like, anyway, so that's my theory. I loved Malcolm in the Middle back in the day, and of course, since my name is Malcolm, I
I did too.
often get jokes about it. It's so dumb. I'll be like, going in somewhere. Hey, Malcolm, why don't you sit here in the middle? Like, really?
Wow, people actually
Oh
listen.
God, painfully bad jokes. Anyway, but I love the show. I haven't seen the reboot, but there are some interesting things I wanted to bring up about it. Though Frankie Muniz was in the news recently. I wouldn't say in the news, but in the internet webs for having recently gotten divorced. Right? He's about our age.
Yeah.
He's in his early 40s. I don't know how old he is, but he has a 6-year-old son, and he's married, and he just announced his divorce.
He don't.
What's that?
Right. He don't look like he his. He look the same. I'm like, did he
I know,
even
he
age?
does. It is weird. he has a baby face. It's true. He looks like he did. And that might be because he was much older than we thought of him when he was doing the show. Like he was playing a 13-year-old, but he was in his 20s at the time. So, but he still looks like he's in his 20s, in his 40s. Yeah, he was pretty much older. He wasn't a kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was old. He was old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when he was in that show playing a 10-year-old, he was like 20 years old. But anyway,
wow.
That's why he looks the same, because he was an adult. Anyway, what was interesting was he posted a picture of him, his wife, and his son dancing in their living room. And it was just saying something like, this is an adventure for our family moving forward. We look forward to co-parenting our son together. And I love, it's just, I still love my soon-to-be ex-wife, right? And it was supposed to be a beautiful picture of, like he's the generally problematic.
Until people started dragging him, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they dragged him. And the drag was, why are you celebrating divorce? Which is, I think, the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, because why are you trying to make people not be able to get divorced? That's the question that you should be saying. Why do you want to keep people in marriages they don't want to be in? Like, that doesn't make sense. Why do you need the state or the church to determine the structure of your relationship? Like, how about that? Like, if you want to do that, that's fine. I get it. If you want to do that and it means something to you, no one's going to stop you. Why are you trying to stop other people from getting out of it?
We are haters as a country. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so bad. Anyway, so Frankie Muniz, I think it's not problematic, but also he was in this show where it was purposefully messy, right? You saw the set. It was like it looked like a real person's lived-in home, and they made it look like that. And now they did the reboot. The house is clean. There's no kids. I guess there's that. I haven't seen the show, but the funny thing is, it's the same people, and the aesthetic has changed. I think it's a perfect example. It's the same creative team. It's the same actors. It's the same studio, and it's not It's not realistic anymore. The aesthetic has changed since that show originally aired. And he was asking the question why, and I think it's because we don't want reality.
That's true. Like they rebooted Scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
I like Black Scrubs. He was my favorite.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, Donald Faison.
Oh yeah.
Donald Faison.
I swear those two were heterosexual life partners.
Oh yeah, that was the joke. I mean, ambiguously gay friends, whatever.
Yeah.
And Zach Braff or whoever, is that his name? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's exactly what his name is. Congratulations.
Okay, yeah, he has this sort of reputation for being a little like queer friendly and sort of anti-masculinity, And so that was part of the gig. And of course, he he is also involved in the creation of two of the Apple shows I like, the Ted Lasso and Shrinking.
Yes, I love
both of those are really good. Yeah. So Scrubs, and I hadn't seen the reboot Scrubs, but he's really good.
It just got renewed for another season.
Okay.
Yes, so
I love Shrinking. That's like one of my favorites.
You will be seeing Scrubs and Black Scrubs back again.
And they have a cute black guy in that show too. Cute chocolate morsel in there. But anyway, I think we're gonna actually come to an end for our regular show. We're gonna have a little after show. Where nipples might come out. You never know. But no, they're not. They're gonna stay in there. But become a patron. This is how we support our channel. Advertising and shit don't really work, but patrons do.
Give me money.
Yeah, and it's hard.
Money.
I do like this. Money.
But no, I mean, so for anyone who's not aware,
money, please.
Our patrons receive access to our Telegram groups. Currently, our main group is a VIP room where we just discuss topics. I try to put in some fun things, just keep up to date on what's going on with M3. But we have a book club. We have an NSFW page. Patreon has its own page where you can get access to our after shows, which we're about to go to now. Join us there. Of course, come back Saturday for Greg's show, the Saturday sit down at 1 p.m. Devon and the Blurred Council will be convening Sunday at 5. And of course, Greg and I will tackle some of your questions on Monday. But also the Drunk Uncles. I don't have the most updated photo here.
You skipped me and Randy.
I'm just going around.
Well,
so Drunk Uncles will be Friday at 10. I'm in communication with Dr. Pookie about some things. It'd be interesting. Of course, the M3 mixtape I really enjoyed. Like I said, it's a good show. I love the energy between you and Randy, and I always learn something. So Randy, if you happen to be listening, I went back and listened to Mariah Carey's E = MC squared.
Boo!
No, that shit's hot. That was hot. Honestly, I've listened to several tracks on it before, but what's interesting, what you were saying. What you were saying was interesting in the sense that there are always these subtle hits that just don't break out. That were pretty good. They were just meh. They weren't breakout hits, but they were good. They were really good songs. And,
listen. Let me tell y'all something, America. This is giving me an orgasm. My friend, got my friend over here, after 20 plus years listening to popular music, I am going.
Well, I'll tell you this. Mariah Carey has always been on the top of my list. Favorite artist. I'm sorry. I really loved Emancipation of Mimi. That was an album that I listened to on repeat. Her number ones album, just all her hits, was amazing. I mean, obviously.
Now that is amazing. I give it that, but
yeah,
I don't know.
That album was just everything. I don't know.
Mimi.
Emancipation of Mimi was a fucking great album. Anyway.
And, the name of the song, Randy, was "Say Something" with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I did. I heard that song. It's good. It's good. Snoop song. It's good. Yeah, let's do a final palate cleanser.
Yeah.
And then we'll do our last topic on Patreon. I think this is the right one. Did I get it? Let me see. I think I did that one. Okay, yeah. This is our final palette cleanser. Here we
May not be the day, May not be tomorrow. But one day, motherfucker gonna maul your ass. Keep fucking around.
Know that you've been warned. If you see him coming, tell him nah-uh. A ring-a-ding-ding, he a monster. Get your pistol out the holster. A liar, a cheater, a runner, check. So don't say yes, say nah-uh. A ring-a-ding-ding, he a monster. Get your pistol out the holster. A liar, a cheater, a runner, check. So don't say yes, say nah-nah-nah-nah-nah.
Whoa, what'd you get? Whoa, look at that. That looks delicious. Egg yolk popsicle. I don't know if I'd like that.
I don't know why
flavor,
they like
but
eggs.
looks like
It's
you
so
love
weird.
it.
Yeah. You love eggs. It's really weird.
Perfect treat for a hot day.
Damn.
This steak is incredible, man. Best in Vegas. You gotta try it rare. I did. Melts in your mouth. Told you, Vegas no steaks. To good times.
What is going on, my beautiful people? Today I'm here to bring you a amazing
I put this
tarantula
on the
that
other
I'd
video.
never actually seen before and I was lucky enough to handle. Shout out to Westside Reptiles for allowing me to witness this thing up close and personal. This is a Firmixpis species Blue Azul. Absolutely beautiful.
All right. That's cool. All right, so let us go to Patreon. And thank all of you for joining us on today's show. We'll be back next week. Of course, you can find us on Male Media Mind too. All the past episodes. And we got some work to do on the channel. So, stay tuned. I'll let you know what we got going on. But let's go to Patreon and we'll catch you next week. Peace.